We have risen from the ashes to school the masses. Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of the Scholars of Wrestling Show. I'm your man behind the microphone, Scholar Jeff. To my right is Scholar Tarek. What's up, sir?
Honestly, fool, I'm kind of disappointed.
Disappointed? What about?
That a certain reigning, defending, undisputed Scholars of Wrestling champion refuses once again to show up at another episode of the Scholars of Wrestling Show. I have just made it perfectly clear to him last week. What he is doing is just lazy. He is a lazy bitch of a champion. And even though, did you not see last week's show? Even he admitted that he was a lazy bitch of a champion. And of course, now he doesn't show up at the Summerslam prediction show? What's up with that?
Did he email you his predictions, or?
He will be sending them at his quote-unquote leisure. I believe he texted me and he said when he felt like it.
He really is. He really is. He really is the Brock Lesnar of the Scholars of Wrestling, the champion that just likes to show up whenever he feels like it.
Well, either way, his absence has paved the way for a special guest this week, Mr. Charlie Morone.
Hi.
Yeah. Sir, how are you doing this week?
I'm a little tired, but I'm good.
Man,
delightful.
Good week.
This man held the title for a day.
And I'm here.
And he's already
exemplified
that he's more worthy.
I'm here with my predictions.
This is.
I'll tell you what. This is
Rey Mysterio of the Scholars of Wrestling.
Whoa,
Mr. One Day Champion.
Whoa. I'd rather take Chavo Guerrero, ECW champion, over being called Rey Mysterio.
I'm sorry. No.
Okay.
Excuse me. When you put the Scholars of Wrestling Championship in the same level as the ECW Championship, shame on you.
No, I just don't want to be Rey Mysterio.
Well, you had the belt for one day. Same as Rey Mysterio. You are Rey Mysterio.
Booyaka.
Technically, 2 days.
Oh, come on.
He won it Sunday and lost it Monday. Okay. That's 2 days.
Gentlemen,
Sorry,
please.
Ray.
Hardly 24 hours.
There is a time and a place for technicalities, and you know what? It actually is today, because this is our SummerSlam prediction show. Let's get right into it, shall we? Starting off with...
Might as well.
Yes, starting off with a match that I didn't see coming, but I'm really, really glad we're going to see, and that is for the Cruiserweight Championship, Oney Lorcan versus Drew Gulak.
See this.
Well, I am. I'm a big fan. I'll say it right now. I'm a big fan of Oney Lorcan.
I didn't know he had any.
Yeah, he's got one. Hi.
Oney Lorcan's only fan.
I like Oney Lorcan. I'm picking him to win.
Yeah.
That's the tweet.
What?
That's the tweet. Deal with it.
Hey, he established at the Elimination Chamber prediction show that his predictions were just a taste of what he was going to do for SummerSlam. So I'm not going to be surprised with his crazy shit predictions tonight.
Yeah, that was, wow.
So
started it off right out of
And since, of course, like I was saying, Brian's not here. Champion doesn't go first, so might as well be the man that tries to keep order in this chaos. So, Charlie, you go next.
Okay. I'm going to go with Drew Gulak on that one because what's an Oney Lorcan?
Oney Lorcan is the beast of your nightmares.
I wouldn't go that far.
Okay, the beast of your 12-year-old neighbor kid nightmares.
He's not Michael Tarver for him, man.
Hey.
Drew Gulak to retain.
Okay. Fool, who do you got?
I'm going to second Drew Gulak retention.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Sure, yeah.
He's a little more smack to it, but...
I just want Drew Gulak's title reign to keep going because I love Drew Gulak.
Well, speaking of things I know you love, fool, we're moving on to...
Does he ever?
Charlotte Flair versus Trish Stratus. This one's going to be fun, I think. But I believe if we're going in order, it's your pick. Who do you got?
This is going to be the first Canadian to fall flat in Canada. I'm going to go with Charlotte, unfortunately. I cannot stand her. I do not like her, but she's going to win.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be what skyrockets her.
Mr. Tarek, what do you got?
As you know, my Attitude Era crush was Trish Stratus.
However,
yeah.
However,
I think this match is going to solidify Charlotte Flair as the number one woman of WWE. And yes, I'm going to pick Charlotte Flair, and I think what solidified it for me is Trish announcing that this is going to be her official retirement match. And you know what they say.
She's had those before, though.
But come on, she officially announced it, man. This past week, and as you know what they say, when you leave wrestling, you leave on your back.
You gotta put someone over.
And who better than someone who's already over in Charlotte Flair?
And
but
someone
you know
who
what?
Tarek would definitely like to see on their back, Trish Stratus.
That notwithstanding, Tarek does bring up a very good point. All signs point to, unfortunately, Trish Stratus losing this one, giving it to Charlotte Flair. Let's face it, they're going to have to pass the buck on this one. They're going to have to pass that torch. Trish Stratus is going to have to do the job. She'll probably look good in defeat, but the business is where the business is, and Charlotte Flair is going to have to move on and take the win here.
It's not sadly for me. I love Charlotte.
Yeah, to be fair, Charlotte is very, very good. The general skill level of the women's division now is at all-time high, dare I say. So really, unfortunately, this is the way it's going to have to be. Now, speaking of things, actually, I've got no transition for this one.
There's no rightful transition for
Goldberg versus Dolph Ziggler.
Because reasons.
Yeah, I don't know. Does anybody know why this match is happening? Did I miss something?
Because Sean's called himself an embarrassment, and Miz is
indisposed.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Tarek, who do you got?
The reason they're doing this is because Paul Heyman loves Goldberg, and he wants him to be today's Bruno Sammartino and make special appearances every couple times a year.
Not the guy to do it.
But if there's anyone who can help Goldberg redeem himself after what happened,
it's going to be the
Saudi Arabia
Master Supreme.
It is the man who is going to show the world. He's here to show the world. Dolph Ziggler. He is the perfect candidate for this because he's one of the best sellers in WWE. I hold a special place in my heart for Dolph Ziggler, so it breaks my heart knowing that he's going to lose.
Squashed.
But yeah, it is going to be
How many
a squash.
spears?
Probably 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say more.
I don't think
I'm going to say Goldberg. I'm going to say 2 spears, 1 jackhammer.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's exactly me. Yep.
That's fair.
Charlie?
I'm going to go with Goldberg.
You almost had me.
I heard Dolph Ziggler's bringing back Ezekiel Jackson, so he has a fair chance.
Wait, really?
No, I'm joking.
I was going to say, why?
People have this odd notion that Dolph Ziggler has an ace in the hole in this match and is bringing somebody like that.
If he's going to have an ace in the hole,
who's that giant Samoan guy, Matundo or whatever?
Babatunde?
Yeah, that's Matundo.
Nintendo? They'll save that for the Miz on Monday.
Yeah.
If he's going to have some sort of ace in the hole that will help him, it's going to be against Miz the next night.
It's Goldberg. It's going to be
Billy.
It's going to be a squashy McSell fest.
Okay, then. Speaking of crazy McSell fests, next up...
Squashy McSell fests.
Okay, squashy McSell fest. Never mind then. Transition into AJ Styles versus Ricochet. I'm going to go with AJ Styles on this one. This is going to be one of those matches where Ricochet gives a very good showing. These two are going to tear it up like I know they can, but ultimately AJ Styles is going to retain, most likely with interference from the club. What you got?
Side note, I was listening to the Jericho prediction show, the band prediction show you're not supposed to listen to, and he kept on referring to Ricochet as Ricocket. So I found that delightful. But AJ Styles is retaining.
We have a new meme for Sunday night, don't we?
Rakakit.
Rakakit.
Yes.
may
But
do,
AJ
but I
Styles
don't.
is
That was
retaining
sad.
with the OC.
You may have a meme for Sunday of that. Not me. That was just sad.
It was Jericho. He
That was
hilarious.
that was a sad Jericho.
Jericho
moment for me.
invented
I
memes.
like it.
That was a sad Jericho invented meme for me because that was a for me.
All right. Well, but what's your prediction now?
Actually, there was actually 3 matches on this card that I actually had difficulties predicting.
No, this couldn't be one.
This actually was one.
Really?
But when it
With
really
how the OC is right now?
honestly, yeah, but just the whole point, like go home show put Ricochet in such a low position that it's just like, oh, they didn't look good on the go home show. That means they're winning. That's usually stuff that let me finish.
I think that's
Charlie.
a thing of the past, though.
Shush. Let me finish.
The floor is yours.
Yes, the floor is mine. Wait till I'm done talking, and then you can take it. With that being said, AJ Styles and the OC Club are on a momentum rush that it would be a silly idea for them to take the title off AJ Styles. So with that said, I'm going with AJ Styles. See what happens when you let me finish?
Yes.
Damn it.
It's all in the conversation, just like it's all in the hips.
No, it's all for him. It's all in the try and cut me off as much as possible. And I will not go for that.
Okay, then. Okay, now it's time for the feel-good moment of the show where
Oh my
we
God.
all rally around something we can all agree on and embrace and love
We've already
and
agreed
enjoy.
on 3 out of 4 matches, Jeff.
Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt. Gentlemen, do I even need to say anything?
Finn Balor's winning. Duh.
If
No.
you're feeling lonely today, come
Oh,
along
boy.
and throw your cares away. We're really glad that you're our friend.
Ooh,
And
extended
this is a friendship that'll never, ever end.
Wow, extended version.
Yowie, wowie. This is going to be The Fiend's surprise moment. He's going to defeat the man, Finn Balor.
Yes, not the demon, because he's undefeated now. He just beat Philly.
I'll tell you
They'll
what.
save that. They'll save the demon versus the Fiend for Mania.
Yeah.
That, as spectacular as that is, I'd say even if the Fiend or even if the Demon did show up at SummerSlam, there is no way he's winning. There is no way he's winning this.
It's the Fiend.
It's got to be
It's Uncle
Bray
Bray.
Wyatt. Uncle Bray wins.
Yowie,
He's
wowie.
going to scare all the kids. Yowie,
Writing
wowie.
it down before I even say it there, Jeff.
Yeah, I mean,
And he's telling me to wait. You
well,
already have my prediction down on paper before I even say it. What if I decided to change?
then I
You
have,
would be wrong.
Then I have egg on my face.
No, but
Do I have egg on my face today?
No.
Okay, so the
not.
prediction is correct. Unanimous. Bray Wyatt
The egg
wins.
made it to your tummy.
The egg made it to my tummy, not
Nice
my
and
tears.
clean.
Raw
Okay.
egg?
Nom nom nom.
A raw egg.
Wrong.
Yeah. I'm rocking this thing.
That's just nasty.
That's
dude.
just nasty.
That's just nasty.
Moving on, we've got Kevin Owens versus Shane McMahon. If Kevin Owens loses, he has to quit WWE.
This is you, Charles.
I know it's another stupid stipulation that they're not even gonna follow through with. So why even bother putting it out there? But much like Finn, it's been reported that Shane's taking time off finally.
Dude,
As much as I
spoilers.
like Shane, which I do, I'm glad that it's not going to be the Shane show. Kevin Owens is winning. It's plain and simple. Plain and simple.
Plain and simple. Fool, who do you got?
You say it would be a stipulation that is completely wasted. Although there are fun ways they can actually go with him actually quitting and being that guy that just constantly shows up just to raise hell. Stone Cold Steve Austin-esque for this. But yes, I don't see them doing that. That would be old WWE. But I'm going with new WWE, and because SummerSlam is the number 2 show where most of the time it's happy endings, it's going to be the Kevin Owens show. KO for the win. Stunners all around. And he'll just be drinking whatever Kevin Owens likes to drink.
Wait,
It's
can I just? Make
it's
a comment?
Canada. It's gotta be Molson. It's gotta be Molson or nothing.
SummerSlam over the past couple of years hasn't exactly had happy endings. When one, you've had John Cena suplexed 37 times and pinned. And another, you had Brock Lesnar literally take a divot out of Randy Orton's skull.
Hey, that left me happy.
Well, in the case of John Cena, yes, it did make me happy because it
made all of us happy.
It was the time of John Cena where we were all tired of John Cena, and to see him get completely destroyed.
Earthquake.
It is definitely. They had this whole thing. Who is the Mr. Summerslam of WWE? It
Oh my
definitely
God,
is Brock
the
Lesnar.
choices were odd.
It definitely is Brock Lesnar. Just look at the history he's had on that show. Yeah, he's Mr. SummerSlam. But yes, it's.
Yeah,
Wait, how did we get to Brock Lesnar in this?
I have no idea.
You brought it up for the happy endings. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a second. But yes, it's going to be Kevin Owens. Especially from that go-home angle where Shane...
Jeez, we don't really have much of a competition going here, do
Not
we?
yet. Not
Aside
yet.
from Jeff picking Oney Lorcan, we don't really have that.
Hey, the night is not over yet, sir. The night is not
Brian
over yet.
hasn't sent in his predictions.
Yes.
So,
And besides, we still need to address the issue of Kofi Kingston versus Randy Orton.
do I be selfish or do I be honest?
I am going to go for Kofi Kingston. I do not think it leads up to this again. I'm just, again, it's not quite a heart follow. There is some logic to this. I think Kofi Kingston is too good of a champ, and the storyline is too good that this has to lead up to a Kofi victory in my eyes. Charlie?
I feel like I need to flip a coin on this one now that I know that this is going to count for my Sunday picks. I don't know if I want to be selfish or be honest.
Which one do you think is the correct answer? What do you think is going to win? That should be your only criteria
I
here.
know.
This is a tough one.
It
for you.
is.
You look so pained.
This and... now another one.
Do you want us to come back to you?
No, I'm gonna be honest and go with my heart, foolishly. Randy Orton.
You know what? That may not be such a long shot.
It isn't.
It is, yeah.
This was honestly the second of the three matches that I had such difficulties because when you look at it in both ways, Randy, this has been the most that Randy Orton has been like dedicated to this match. This is the most dedication we've seen in this. It has such a long history that you can see either guy winning, and it's also the question on, since they keep bringing up Ali, obviously whoever is winning this is facing Ali for the championship. So here's the question. Do you see Ali going in as a heel for the championship?
No.
Or do you see him going in as a face for the championship? With that being said, when I look at the current storyline here, the whole story is saying Randy Orton held Kofi Kingston back 10 years ago because Randy didn't feel he's ready. Kofi has been champion since WrestleMania. He has been winning. He's been like on this constant momentum run, basically trying to say, okay, 10 years later, I am ready. I am worthy enough to be on your level.
He's going to be like, nope.
And like I do, because it's also WWE and those whole storylines. I mean, another perfect example is Triple H versus Booker T at WrestleMania. Where you could see, it's like, oh, Booker T's had the criminal lifestyle. He's nothing but a loser. And you would think, oh, Booker T is going to win the title and prove Triple H wrong. But no, Triple H won and pretty much proved, yes, he is the loser that went to jail all those years ago, and he's not going to really accomplish anything until King Booker. With that said, I'm going to pick Kofi as well. But I will not be surprised if Randy wins. And I even said this last week.
So.
I said this last week because, like I've said in the past, I'm kind of done with Kofi Kingston's title reign.
Yeah, it's been good for what it's been.
Like it's reached that point where, well, I said it plenty of times on this show. It's for each new person that Kofi is facing, it's the same storyline for him. That it's like, oh, you're just a fluke champion and you don't deserve that, and he keeps winning, proving that right. And kind of this is no exception here, but at least with this one, it has story to back it up. And this has actually been this is Kofi's real test of being WWE
this is
champion.
his first real challenge.
Compared to all the challengers he's had,
This
is his real test. And I think they'll actually solidify his title reign with a victory here. And I think now Randy Orton being less of a dick than what he was 10 years ago will actually be like, you know what?
Can I just say I love the idea that I love that they're bringing back the stupid thing.
I'm not
Stupid.
Even. It's not even the fact that they brought it back. They brought it back storyline wise because
I know.
we know what all of us smarks know when he was yelling stupid. He was really serious about this, and that he pulled the back strings to
it's
kill
rewriting
Kofi.
history now.
It's now making history story.
Yeah,
and I like that. That's what I loved about this.
The execution of this has been very, very good. I would honestly dare say I am way more interested in a Randy Orton match than I've been in years. Literally years.
Orton didn't even have to be there to do anything about it.
Hey.
He just cut some promos on his vacation. And
hey, truth be told,
there you go.
Randy Orton, when he gives a damn, he's
fun.
not stale,
Yeah.
he's tremendously talented. I love the guy.
That's why Brian and I said last week that in 2019, we want... This is me and Brian saying it on last week's show. We want Randy Orton to be WWE champion.
Okay.
After the showing how much he's into this story.
Okay.
He's going to certainly earn it.
But the thing
if he wins, I will not be mad, and it will be worth losing a point on because I get to see Randy.
I need them. I need them.
I
points,
would be okay
Two
with
things. 14-time champion, absolutely fantastic. Second thing, so are you saying that although they've gone away with the rematch clause, that he will in fact somehow find a way back to rematch and then to win and face Ali? Or are you saying that we're going to see a heel Ali?
Or we could see a triple threat and do a return match that way: Kofi, Orton, and Ali.
Okay.
That was actually going to be my answer because Ali has beef with both guys. Because
Kofi took his spot.
Took his spot, and Randy took that spot away from him.
Yeah.
So he has plenty of reason to want to go after both guys.
You got stuff, buddy.
And right now, I could see the build being a triple threat to start it off.
So yeah, there we go there. And next up, we also have Bayley versus Ember Moon for the Raw Women's Championship. SmackDown. Wow. I'm getting messed up big time. But
him crying in the corner here is kind of throwing me off guard.
It's another one that I don't know what to do now that these are carrying over on something.
Well, guess who's got to pick first?
Who?
You.
No, it's Tarek's turn. I just
technically
went first, I think.
Technically, it is my turn.
Okay, I got that wrong.
Right.
Never mind.
You're forgetting one?
It's actually really funny. It's actually really funny because you can just tell they don't give two shits about this storyline, and it's also kind of sad. Just 2 week. Actually, I think it may have been 3 weeks ago. Yeah, 3 weeks ago, I was really super invested on what they were doing with Ember Moon, showing how she could be a badass. And the next week, she loses clean to Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, and then gets Bayley to belly as redemption for the week before. And then you see the go home show where Ember is pretty much putting Natalya's sharpshooter. So with that being said, they're kind of like pushing Ember down where I feel like she kind of needs a good momentum boost, and I think she's going to pull an upset victory over Bayley. I'm predicting Ember Moon.
Okay.
For this one,
makes me feel a little better.
For this one, I'm honestly going to go the same way. I'm going to go with Ember Moon for this one, just because I've gotten that vibe where there's someone in this whole mess. I don't think it's Bayley, and I don't think it's Ember, who just really is not paying the closest attention. Or just doesn't care about this match. And I think because of that,
care about this match.
I think because of that, there's this I'm just following my gut here, not my heart, my gut.
He has to make make that perfectly clear.
Well, yeah, there is a difference. I'll get into that one later. But really, I'm following my gut says that this reads to me as something that, even if it's just not going to be too much booking or rhyme or reason for it outside of they just need to freshen things up right now, and I think that the way to do it is to put the belt on Ember. That's all I got.
I don't think it's really going to change like this. I think it's still going to be the status quo where they're not going to put that much story into the SmackDown Women's title. It's just, okay, it's a title change, and as of right now, there are not that many title changes in this show, and they need at least one, so at least.
I'm going to stick with my favorite pick then and agree with you guys. Ember Moon, new champion.
All right.
Was that so hard?
I was worried, and if I had to choose first, I might as well have changed it to Bayley because I was back and forth and thinking that it's going to carry over onto Sunday now, that they were going to keep it on. They, still could. We don't know. We're not writing the show. Thinking that the choice that WWE is going to go with how WWE works is wait, keep it on Bayley, wait for Sasha Banks to come out of whatever cave she's hiding in, and have her be the one to take it off of Bayley. But I'm going to agree with you guys.
Take Sasha off the table.
As much as I miss Sasha, I don't think she's coming back.
That it's possible.
I think it's absolutely possible.
Awesome, because I love Ember Moon.
Good.
If they were going to bring Sasha back, they'll probably have her go against Becky.
It would have been at a big event, right?
They'd probably have her go against Becky before Bayley, because it's the Raw Women's Championship, and you know how Vince McMahon loves Raw over SmackDown.
True.
Well, speaking of Raw, there's a transition into Becky Lynch versus Natalya, Raw Women's Championship in a submission match.
That's you, fool. Oh, this is going to be so hard, right?
Corey Graves isn't it over here.
I'm going to go Natalya. I'm going to go Natalya.
I'm not surprised.
Why are you not surprised? I want to hear this.
Because you said you were going to pull crazy predictions out of your ass, and I'm not surprised with this one at all.
Okay, but do you know why I'm thinking that?
I don't know. I don't care. I knew you were going to pick Natalya.
You don't care? Okay.
I care, Jeff.
Okay, you
Please
care?
tell us.
Okay, well, I'm just thinking here.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Go ahead.
They need something to shake this up, and not every Canadian on the card can win.
But they can all lose.
But they also don't need to, which means I've got to believe there's got to be predominant. If this is a Canadian show, there's got to be predominantly Canadian winners. We already have
It's WWE though.
We already have Goldberg, and we already have Trish Stratus losing. So I'm going to.
It's not Canadian.
Oh yeah,
And we don't have them losing.
Okay, but I know we don't have them losing. My point being is there's going to be enough Canadian losses to justify a win here. Okay, we already got the loss out of the way. This is going to be one of those make Canada happy since the last time they put Labatt Blue on sale. I don't know, but either way, Natalya wins via through interference from one Lacey Evans.
Wow.
Why?
Wow. Okay.
I'm not done yet.
God,
Tarek's not going to be here to predict the Universal Championship in about 5 more words.
I'm going to say that interference happens. Becky Lynch passes out. Natalya wins. And then Becky moves on to something else, for which I will go into later, and then it'll turn into Natalya's like, oh, that's not how I wanted to win, and then turns into Natalya versus Lacey Evans for the title.
What is
life?
Natalya gonna have? Yeah, well, after that statement, is Natalya gonna have her in the sharpshooter and then be hit with the women's right, or what's gonna?
She gets hit with the women's right, gets knocked silly, gets into there, and then just passes out Stone Cold style.
No.
Okay then. So what do you think?
Becky Lynch is winning.
Okay.
Fool. You're betting against the recently announced 2K20 cover superstar.
Yeah,
Yep.
That too.
Good.
She literally broke the glass ceiling.
Yeah, and?
Good. You know what?
Jeff,
Good luck with your Lacey Evans predictions, you crazy.
So what? So you're going to go with Becky Lynch?
Yes, I'm going to go with Becky Lynch.
All right. A respectable prediction. I will respect that.
You know what? You had my respect on your prediction until you pulled Lacey Evans out of your ass.
Whoa, that must have hurt.
Actually, it was a very delightful experience. Thank you very much. Now we are moving on to our main event.
Hey, man. Cesaro's not on the show, so you can't pull anything out of my ass. So you have to pull something out of your ass.
True.
We have to reach the ass pull requirement.
And my ass
here.
is just going to be sad because Finn Balor's losing.
See, we've got a sad ass and an empty ass, so someone's got to reach the ass requirement here. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. All I know
I don't
is
know
that
what you're saying anymore either. Lacey Evans.
Every month until it happens.
There's a reason why her and Baron Corbin have been featured as little as possible since the decline.
Hell, they're on main event.
Absence makes heart grow fonder. I know this.
No, it doesn't. For this case, you're wrong.
No absence of Baron Corbin makes it grow fonder, okay?
The exception proves the rule.
My God, you just got something.
Shall we move on to the main event? We shall move on to the main event. Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins. Who do we got?
Seth freaking Rollins.
Seth freaking Rollins. You said that you... Why? What's with the table slamming?
Because...
don't do that again.
I don't want to go with Seth Rollins, but I'm going to go with Seth Rollins. Because he's been just completely one-sided this whole lead-up. And he's got to just pull a miracle ending. And I don't want to see Brock close out another SummerSlam as champion. God.
Fool.
This was match number 3 on Hardest. And it actually still is.
Uh-oh.
This is kind of a flip coin for this one. Ooh, excuse me. This is a flip coin for this one. I'm just really looking at the storyline here. You're absolutely right, Charlie. It has been one-sided.
Completely.
It is at that point where if Seth Rollins does not win this match,
it's a loss that can hurt him.
His chances of being like a good face, like the face of the company, or a face of the company, tarnishes.
Mm-hmm.
He's already hurt himself with all his Twitter rants, and the fact that he would that WWE
about those, but
Will Ospreay and money and all that.
Oh.
For this, and the fact that his title reign was such a disappointment for facing one single superstar. He needs to win. I wouldn't get past WWE for putting Brock Lesnar over, especially since Paul Heyman is running these shows.
I know.
And
that's why it also hurts for me to go with Seth, but I haven't seen a one-sided build like this in a long time. And have the guy
I can already
that's
tell where
built
he's going. But
so where are you going with this?
I honestly don't. I don't know.
You don't want to see Brock close out another.
I don't want to see Brock close out. Honestly, it's kind of like I kind of don't want either guy to win.
Can they both just knock each other unconscious?
But there obviously is going to be a... Son of a bitch, this is hard, man.
That's what she said?
She's a whore, man.
Womp womp. You got to pick a name.
I know I got to pick a name, and it's...
What will you do?
I still... Honestly, I still...
Do you want Jeff to go first?
Yeah, Jeff, please go
Okay.
first, because honestly, this is...
Okay, all right. In that case,
Oof.
I'm going to go with Bork Laser.
I knew
Of course.
from his facials.
Of course.
I knew where he was going, and
Because
I don't know
over
why.
his facial.
I was intrigued by a certain premise that I heard on Busted Open this morning, and it was too tasty not to leave unchecked. Have either of you heard of what was pitched by Bully Ray?
No.
Okay, imagine this. Bork Laser completely obliterates Seth Rollins, beats him 1, 2, 3. Next night on Raw, Seth Rollins comes out, says, "You know what? I had a bad night. I've had a bad run of things for a while now. And I know exactly who to blame. I blame Becky Lynch."
No.
Seth Rollins heel turn. I'm calling it.
I'm not going. I don't call for that.
I'm calling it.
Honestly,
back when Mae Young was giving birth to hands and Kai Tai was chopping off PPs, yes, I would agree with you fully that this would happen. But
they're not going to pull a Micah Maria Kanellis with Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Thank you.
Intergender feud, legit.
There's only room for one domestic dispute in this company.
I have to.
It's already.
I cannot agree with that. It's WWE. They don't believe in intergender fightings.
Yeah, unless you're Mike Kanellis.
They all. Yeah. Or actually, Kelly when she pinned
Joe Briscoe.
Briscoe, yeah, and I can't. No, Ted DiBiase bought the 24/7 title because
money. So anyway, break the tie.
Because I'm also just trying. I'm trying to think who would have better storylines as Universal Champion.
Neither at this point.
Well, as of right, like you have. Braun Strowman getting ready for a monster push because Paul Heyman really, really likes him, like a lot, and he's been working himself out to the point where he is cut, like, damn.
He's been brought to the title so many times that I'll believe it when I see it.
But what do you see happening?
I'm gonna go with Seth Rollins.
Okay.
It's got to be the happy ending.
Because I was gonna say, if you're going with this whole Braun train, then he'd probably win it off Lesnar, right?
Probably.
So do you want to rethink that?
Although I do like the idea a lot more than Braun Strowman, Brock Lesnar. AJ Styles versus Seth Rollins for the Universal title.
That'd be nice.
But you're gonna stick with Seth Rollins?
I'll stick with Seth frickin' Rollins.
Okay, you're sticking with Seth frickin' Rollins.
It's like he said. It's like too one-sided. Like at least when it like people have been comparing this to how it's like Roman Reigns had to win against Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. The difference with that is. They've been breeding, looks like it has to be Roman Reigns. They've been building him up so strong, especially against Brock Lesnar when they had. This is the complete opposite. And I feel like, and I said it before, Seth has to win.
It would be a devastating loss for Seth Rollins.
It would completely destroy his main event run.
Honestly, I feel like
I wouldn't be surprised.
I feel like his recent run with Becky Lynch has sort of done that already. Like I don't feel like it will. A loss here will hurt him any more than the whole program with Becky already did.
That would be the final nail. This loss would be the final nail in the coffin for me, and I'm sure it'll be that way for a lot of people. Like,
did anyone else?
Like I said, I wouldn't get past WWE if they give it to Brock just because Brock LOL.
Was anyone else hoping that it was going to be like a fake out when he came out all beat up and then
I thought that's what they were
just
going for.
wallop Brock with the chair or something?
Hey, if they did that, it kind of would made me reverse my decision.
Yeah, exactly. But at least Seth would get something.
Now there's still drama.
Seth's promo pretty much he did his own. He on the Go Home show of Raw he did his own. This is not a prediction; it's a spoiler. Saying I will guarantee that I will win this.
Yeah, I guarantee.
Even if that even leads to a heel turn with Seth Rollins, especially since he's kind of losing that crowd momentum. With that, I wouldn't be surprised.
Heel Seth is so much better than babyface Seth.
I wouldn't even be surprised on that one. But with that being, I guess I got to stick with Seth Rollins. But I wouldn't get past WWE if they chose Bork Lesnar.
We should all choose Bork Lesnar. Bork Lesnar for president 2020.
Now it's just a question: will Seth have to go into going for Brock Lesnar's weakness, his balls?
Probably.
To do another victory here.
I think he's going to have to pull out all stops if he's going to look like a convincing contender for Bork Lesnar. But, hey, we're going to have to see come Sunday. And you know what? So is the entire listening, watching, wrestling
WWE
audience.
universe.
No matter where you are. And you know what? I think I cannot help but shake this feeling like not just the wrestling WWE, not just the wrestling world needs to shake things up, but you know what?
Who else?
We here at the Scholars of Wrestling show, we need to shake things up as well. We need new contenders. We need something fresh, something exciting. Yes. You know what? I heard what you said about needing new contenders, and you know what? You're right. So that's why...
Of course I am.
And you know what? That is why I have reached deep into the cockles of my imagination.
Maybe below the
and
cockles.
in the subcockle areas. I have summoned the Dragon Balls, and I have created
Cockles
the
and
pathway.
balls, baby.
Yes. I have created the Scholars of Wrestling Party Championship. That's right. If you come to a Scholars of Wrestling viewing party, you have a chance to win this, the Scholars of Wrestling Party Championship. And yes, that does include you. If you're not the Scholars of Wrestling champion, then you know what? If you want to be, this is your pathway to it. Come to a Scholars of Wrestling viewing party for a pay-per-view that we host, play the game, fill out a prediction card, and then highest score at the end of the night, guess what? You're the Scholars of Wrestling Party champion. And that not only means now you're not only just a champion, but that also means that you can challenge for the big Scholars of Wrestling World Championship. This is the key to it all. This is the centerpiece of every single Scholars of Wrestling party from here on forward.
To make me feel better, you can compare this. This is the Scholars of Wrestling rendition of the Intercontinental Championship. This is our mid-card title.
This is the workhorse title. This is a workhorse title that, hey, you want to go for the gold, you want to go for greatness, whether you're a fan, whether you're an ex-master of predictions, whatever you are, wherever you come from, this is your path to greatness right here. The Scholars of Wrestling Party Championship. You can go for it. I can go for it. You can go for it. You can go for it. Come and get it. It's up for grabs. All at SummerSlam. Now is the time where we can officially turn it over to you, our Scholars of Wrestling viewing, listening audience, wherever you are, all across the internet. We want to know what you think. Who's going to walk away with the gold? Who's going to come away with the Scholars of Wrestling Championship? Who's going to walk away with the Scholars of Wrestling Party Championship? Who's going to be the inaugural champion? So many questions, not enough answers. Bring on the answers. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, wherever you are.
Bring on the answers.
Bring on the answers. Bring on predictions. Bring on Dasher, on Dancer, on Blitzen, on
Cockles
and
balls.
We're still in summer. No pulling any Christmas reindeer references.
So no reindeer games then?
No.
Oh.
No.
It's all about cockles and balls, baby.
And how you play it.
Maybe Monopoly.
Maybe Monopoly. So either way,
Did you actually get that?
catch us across the internet.
I got it.
Check us out on social media, especially on our Twitter machines.
It's hilarious.
I am just so damn excited for the Scholars of Wrestling Party Championship. You do not know.
He just can't hide it.
You do not know. So join us on Twitter machines, starting with...
I do not know what it's like to be a champion?
You do not know how hype I am.
I'll let you two...
Trust me, I know the hype of being a champion.
Oh, but you do not know the incoming hype of the Scholars Wrestling Party Championship.
I have been a champion for 1 hour and something minutes. 5 matches. However long that took.
Join us on our Twitter account, starting with our main Twitter account, @ScholarsOW, for all the latest episode uploads. You can also
that was to you.
Oh, it's past my bedtime.
Yes, you are. Before we tuck everybody in and go nap, join us on the Twitter machines. Where can they reach you?
You can reach me at the Avatar.
You are not on the Twitter machines. Where are you across
the Instagram machines?
You are on the Instagram machines.
You should have an Instagram for
Charlie
Scholars of
Monroe.
Wrestling.
You should. I've looked it up, and you guys don't have one.
You know what? Maybe we should.
We need to look into
But
that.
before we do that, you can also join our current reigning, defending
Wherever he
Scholars
is.
of Wrestling champion,
At this point, who cares where he is?
Scholar Brian,
We have a
Atomic
love-hate
Beanpole.
relationship.
Apparently.
and you
I
can
love-
find me at I'm Robbie
You love
Rage.
to hate him.
And he hates to love me.
Aw.
Yes, we all love to hate to love each other because you know who we are. Who are we? We're the Scholars of Wrestling, and you have just been schooled. You're welcome. See you all at SummerSlam for more shenanigans.
Summer!
Bye.
Bye.